Alrighty, it's about 4:30 in the morning. I just got the truck completely loaded up, everything we need. I need to run to a gas station, but I think we're gonna go hit some Wyoming and a little bit of Idaho today. So let's go get some hunting done. Alright guys, well we just pulled up. We have arrived. We're in Idaho right now, and we may get into Wyoming, we may not. By the end of the day, we'll see what happens. This canyon, it's been one of my favorite places to hunt, basically my entire life. I've had many times where I've called in entire packs of coyotes out here. I don't think they're going to be grouped up as much. Normally I hunt this later in the year, but we'll see what happens. We just made it. It's about 8 a.m. I'm going to eat some breakfast, and then we'll start cruising. We're not too far away from where I like to start the first hunt, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, as you guys have already seen, I missed one. I actually walked over to where he came out of just to make sure that there wasn't two that I didn't see or something, but I shot and he ran off. And it's further than I'd like to shoot him at, but God, I feel like I should have hit him. I walked over here and there's some fluff on the ground, some fur, which more than likely I missed him. He was just standing right in the open. I didn't want him to. Coyotes out here are very, very weary of people. I shoot at least one coyote out here basically every year. And a lot of the times they won't come into the sagebrush. They'll just stand at the edge of the trees and bounce in and out. But yeah, kind of disappointed in that. I really wanted that to be good. Would be pretty sweet if we got the first coyote down in the first 15 minutes of the first stand. That'd be pretty nice. But you know, it's the way it goes. So we're gonna have to keep moving. Let's go try out another spot. It is what it is. Alright guys, I kind of figure since I've already shot in this canyon, I'm going to check my scope and make sure we're dialed in. So I've set up a water bottle down there with a piece of wood behind it, and I put the lid on top of it and use some tape to kind of hold it there. I'll be aiming at the lid. I just want to make sure my gun's dialed in perfectly, because I don't know, better to... Rich, come here. Hey, come here. Alright guys, we pulled over on the side of the road. Truck's back there. We're walking into this new spot. I've called here once before, but I didn't walk into the canyon. We're gonna walk in quite a bit further, and yeah, we'll see you guys. See you guys there. So I was walking down the road, and it leads right directly to a river crossing, which is fine. Normally I'd walk right through it, but I don't feel like getting my boots soaked, so I walked back to the truck and drove the truck over here. I was gonna drive the truck through it, but then I'd be parked at the bottom of this canyon, and I don't want to give the coyotes any opportunity at all to see the vehicle. So I've got some muck boots in my toolbox, so I threw those on and we'll go walk over and get past it. So we just finished up that stand, and I didn't realize it as I was walking in, but now that I'm walking out, the wind is horrible. It's not bad, but it's definitely blowing straight into this canyon. It's kind of funny, I walked up a little bit further from where I was calling after just to see what was further up here. I've never been very deep into this. In fact, this is the furthest I've ever been. And on the way back, right in the middle of the road, dude, there's some bones spread apart and coyote shit right on the ground. A whole bunch of fur. I don't know what it was that they killed, but they're definitely here. I've got to read this wind a little bit more careful today, because these coyotes are very particular around here. Anyways, wish us luck. We'll head out here to the next one. See if we can't make something happen. Alright, here's a quick update for you guys. It's about noon, and just about every single place that I planned on stopping and road and hunting spot has got archery hunters up it. It's archery season right now in Idaho, and that's fine. I'm just trying to stay out of everyone's way. I don't want to piss anyone off by shooting a gun right next to where they're trying to elk hunt or whatever. So we've kind of just been driving and exploring further than I've ever gone up this canyon. I'm actually going to drive this canyon all the way through and come out on the other side, and I may go find some places that are more flat land to hunt after. But as of right now, we drove over here, and there's a pretty big canyon over here that doesn't have a road to access it, so I'm assuming. And I actually haven't seen very many people for quite a while now, so I think we're more in the isolated parts that might be better for this, so we'll see what happens. Alright guys, I'm trying to give you guys an update. I just got done in that big canyon with a blade stand. I really had high hopes for that, kind of the highest hopes I've had for most of these spots. And I'll tell you something funny. I go in there, call, nothing, get no responses, no barks, no nothing, don't see anything. I walk out, and right in the middle of the trail that I walked up is like as fresh as can be coyote shit. And I was just like, I don't know, it's interesting. I don't know if one maybe heard the call and came up behind, and then he would have 100% got my wind and just got out of there, or as I'm 99% sure I couldn't have walked past it. Like, it was right in the smack middle of the trail, and the ridge noticed it. But yeah, we're just stopping to grab some lunch real quick, and there's another road right here, and I might go drive up it. I've never been up this way, and hope I don't run into too many people, and we'll try to call it that. But yeah, stay tuned. All right, guys, so here's the update for you. I've got a really big storm rolling in. I drove down this road, and I found another spot I want to call from, but there's a giant storm, and it's a lot of lightning, a lot of rain coming in. I don't know if I want to wait it out. I don't know if waiting it out even is an option, or if I should just continue driving. I kind of think I'm just going to continue driving and see what we can find. Maybe some more spots to call from. But yeah, as of right now, it's a pretty big storm rolling in, and I'm afraid if I keep driving though, I'm just going to continually race the storm, and I'm just going to run right back into it, same situation. So maybe I'll go try to find a spot that's got a little bit of service to check the weather. Anyways, stay tuned. I'm currently driving back home. I made a few pit stops on the way out of Idaho, and God, we just struggled all day. It's super slow. That first coyote in the morning was the only one I saw all day. Between the other hunters probably pushing them around, and they probably don't want to come out, but I drove out to some random spots, trying to pick and choose spots on the way home, but just never came up with anything. It's 5 o'clock right now, and I got some people waiting on me back at the house that I gotta go do some stuff with. And anyways, I hope to catch you guys next week, and we'll go out and chase them again.